University Management. The Joint Action Committee, comprising Academic Staff Union of Universities, Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, Non-Academic Staff Union, and National Association of Academic Technologists, announced the decision in a letter addressed to Vice-Chancellor Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello. The notice was signed by LASU Chairman and Secretary Professor Ibrahim Bakare and Sylvester Idu, PhD, respectively, as well as SANU LASU Chairman and Secretary Oluwaseyi Lawal and Wahid Majekodumi, respectively. The release directed all members of staff of the university and its affiliate campuses at the Lagos State University College of Medicine, LASUCOM, Ikeja and Lagos State University, Ekpe campus to withdraw their service and vacate their official duty posts with immediate effect. Now, acting on the order of an Abuja High Court, the Nigeria Police have arrested Joseph Eriki, the Director of Investigation and Prosecution of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, alongside another person, Boniface Agu. The pair are first and third defendants in a criminal charge filed against them by the federal government on an alleged criminal conspiracy, criminal trespass and forgery. Justice Sulaiman Belgore of the FCT High Court sitting in Garki Division had on 27th May issued a bench warrant for the arrest of the defendants for their arraignments on a 9-count charge of alleged land grabbing. The prosecutor, David Kaswe, had told the court that the defendants were on administrative bail and had been duly informed of the charges against them, but that all efforts to bring them to court had been abortive. The police have now arrested Eriki and Agu in the FCT, currently in custody, and will remain there till October 30th for their arraignments. And now to the foreign scene. Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo have held the first meeting of a joint oversight committee, taking a step towards implementing a peace deal agreed last month in Washington, even as other commitments are yet to be fulfilled. The African Union, Qatar and the United States joined the meeting of the committee in Washington, which was established as a forum to deal with implementation and dispute resolution of the peace agreement. In the agreement, the two African countries pledged to implement a 2024 deal that would see Rwandan troops withdraw from eastern Congo within 90 days. It also said Congo and Rwanda would form a joint security coordination mechanism within 30 days and implement a plan agreed last year to monitor and verify the withdrawal of Rwandan soldiers within 3 months. Now, South Africa's parliament has fired Vice President Paul Mashatile 10,000 rands for failing to declare diamond gift received from businessman Louis Lesenberg. Lesenberg is currently on trial for alleged fraud involving a diamond investment scheme. The fine was recommended by Parliament's Joint Ethics Committee, which found Mashatile in violation of the country's asset declaration rules. The matter was brought to the committee's attention by Democratic Alliance Chief Whip George Michakakis, who raised concerns after reviewing Mashatile's asset declaration in March. Meanwhile, the Vice President is also under scrutiny over the declaration of 2 properties valued at 63 million rands. He has denied ownership, saying the properties belong to his son-in-law. And now United States President Donald Trump has unveiled new tariffs on nearly 70 countries, including a fierce 35% on Canada, as he seeks to reshape global trade to benefit the U.S. economy. However, in a minor reprieve that opens the door to further negotiations, the White House said the measures will take effect in a week for most countries. The tariffs are a demonstration of raw economic power that Trump sees putting U.S. exporters in a stronger position while encouraging domestic manufacturing by keeping out imports. But the muscular approach has raised fears of inflation and other economic fallout in the world's biggest economy. Now, Indonesia's President Vlabo Subianto has pardoned 2 political rivals, a former trade minister and a senior politician from an opposition party, a few weeks after both were sentenced to jail. Law Minister Subraman Andi Angla disclosed this in a news conference broadcast after meeting the House's Deputy Speaker, stating that Prabowo granted amnesty to Hasto Kristianto, the Secretary General of Parliament's largest party, the Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle, PDP. Hasto was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison last week for bribing an election official, but the amnesty revokes his sentence through his conviction, though his conviction will stand. The president also granted an abolition for Thomas Trikashi, a trade minister under President Joko Widodo, who was also sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for improperly granting sugar import permits. And now talking sports, the newly appointed chairman of Shooting Stars, Honorable Taiwo Salami, has stated that his tenure is committed to bringing new initiatives to the team, highlighting the 3 pillars of sports: restructuring, re-engineering and repositioning as his focus. Salami, who stated this in an exclusive interview with Dominion News, speak of his predecessor's administration as one that witnessed a disconnection between the technical team and the management, declaring that his administration is determined to give a good future to the team.
Talking on and off the field, I mean, you can see that there's so many things that we're doing differently. We're working on, the pillars of what I call the 3 R's, okay? We're restructuring, we're re-engineering, and we're repositioning, okay? I mean, from the welfare to recruitment to coaching to medicals, to processes, okay, to even fleet management, basic, structural reforms, regulatory compliance. There's so many things. There are many things we're bringing in that has never been, in Shooting Stars before. Now we have a sports director. We've never had that. We're bringing in what we call a match analyst. We've never had that. We're bringing in a psychologist for the team, to be able to check their mental states, and well-being of the players, before and during and even after matches. We're bringing in team coordinators. We're bringing in so many innovations, to the team and to the structure that would definitely yield results without any doubt whatsoever in the near future.
Speaking on the newly established female football club in Ibadan, the Pacesetters Queen, he said the establishment is timely, stressing its importance in giving a platform to female football lovers in the Brown Roof City to display their talent.
Okay, you have the male teams, you have the female teams, and then you have the youth teams, of different age groups. So Pacesetter Queens, I mean, is coming, I believe, at a time that's required. We need to support female football. We can see the Super Falcons and what they've done, and I'm sure there's so many, girls out there that, play football or would love to play football. So Pacesetter, I guess, is just a platform for them to be able to exhibit their talent and their skills, and hopefully one day, they will also feature for Super Falcons and the likes. Yeah.
Reiterating the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, on using sports to expand tourism, he said that the statement is realistic as it would help bring investment to the state. You can also follow us across our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast and on X at DominionCast. That ends the news update on Dominion Television. I'm Ronke Giwa Onofua. Thank you for watching.